we're back again. You're listening low on the Listening Low Show, brought to you by Sweet Fry Production. Remember what I said once, I'm going to say it again. 2 ears, 1 mouth. Because you never know what you might miss when you're listening to Low. The motivational quote of the day is, be yourself because everyone else is taken. Let's not try to be someone else. God gave everybody a different purpose in life. So be them. And also make sure whatever you're trying to be, make sure the person that's beside you, the person that got your back, have the same expectation that you have. Your expectation and their expectation must be the same. I'm tagging in today because it's sports time, it's football time. And me being a coach, a trainer, and a mentor, I'm recognizing things have changed. As I talked to one of my former athletes today, and he's now doing some great things in the community. He's trying to give the kids an opportunity. I mean, it's like more exposure, right? Recognizing who they are. Find the ones that's the diamond in the rough. Find the ones that small schools, small organizations, and let them be recognized, let them be seen. It's funny how when they're not at the top, no one want to bring them to the top. Our goal in my mission to make sure if I make it to the top of the mountain, that I bring somebody up to the top of the mountain with me. Why is that? Because it's lonely at the top. No one can get to the top by themselves. You need help. You need support. And when you make it there, along the way, there's obstacles that can get in your way. And just think about a hiker, all right, or a mountain climber. When he's hiking to the top of that mountain, rain can come down, sleet, hard weather, hail, ice, snow. So there's different obstacles it's going to take. So he might have to work harder at certain parts of that mountain. But if he messed around and have a little help, there might be a cave that was in the top of the mountain. He could take a break until the weather get better. There might be another hiker that's on the top of the mountain that swung him a line and put him up top with him. But once he got to the top, he brought somebody to the top with him. And he feel like, I did it. I earned it. I deserve to be to the top of this mountain here. Times have changed. The word team is T-E-A-M. But what I have recognized over the last couple of months, now that football is in and different things going on in the sports world, I'm recognizing that team is starting to be T-I-A-M. We have created a new narrative in the game of football. I told you a year ago about Moneyball versus football. But we have to recognize what's going on with the game. As you see right now, I'm wearing the University of Notre Dame shirt today, the polo shirt. I have now been wearing this shirt for now since 2000, and probably 10 or 11. I kept this shirt, right? Remind me all of the great years of football that I was able to be part of with my son. 4 years of Notre Dame. Going through the different paths, going through the different journeys that he went through. But that journey, and all said and done, that was the ultimate goal. There's a 1,000-step journey. And once you reach 1,000-step college degree, you have made your journey a success. But now that's not really the case anymore. We're doing a different path, a different journey. The journey is ending in 1 year now. In 1 year, I want to get paid all this money to play. And once I get paid to play, I want to move to another journey, to another school, another program. Then I want to move to another one. Or if I don't reach that journey, I don't do great that first year, the coach want me to move to another school. Or if I get hurt, I get injured, then I'm not going to be able to go to another school or reach my journey. Times have changed. We have to get back into where no matter what, it all fails, there's an ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is take advantage of the platform that universities have led to the athletes. And that platform is to be able to go to college, get an education, get a 4-year degree. Depending on what school you go to, like Notre Dame, it's a 40-year degree. You have that degree. No matter what, whether you got one good leg or two, you got one good shoulder or two, when all said and done, you're going to be able to come in and grab that piece of paper and put it right on that desk. Wouldn't that be amazing that no matter what happens, you always have that paper with you? If it's me, I would take that paper and shrink it down to like a wallet-sized card and put it in my wallet. Every time I open my wallet, first thing I would see is Notre Dame. So I can remind myself of the hard work. and the compliment that I have made. And that car always going to remind me that I am somebody. I am special. I did what others cannot do. I did what others have not done. It's not easy out here in the youth football world, not easy in the high school world, not easy in the college, in the NFL. There's so many challenges that youth athletes and high school and college athletes, even NFL go through. Because it truly used to be from where you're playing for fun, then you're having fun, and then you kind of get a little serious with it in high school, then you're playing for business, taking care of business in college, and then you have a job and career in the NFL. Now, that's changed in youth football. The fun is gone. I mean, just from doing a trial, and I'm just going to call it hours, and the parents like, well, I watched my son. He was the leader. He was in the middle. He got to every ball. He wrapped everybody up. Why did he get picked? And I remind the family and I remind the parents, listen, it's bigger than just that. We look at film. We work with the kids. We look at the size. We know what we're going to compete against. We know what's coming. We know whether they are better or was he the fourth best right there. So, and also, we are football coaches. You a mom. Not saying the mom don't know, but in all said and done, if I put in a film room, I'm quite sure she don't know. Because her terminology was, he was in the middle a lot. He never came off the field. That don't mean he's that guy. So these are things we have to deal with even more now, even more heavy. And that determines whether a kid stays with a good program and a good place to learn and deal with adversity or leave. Most kids are not staying because the parents not allow them to stay and deal with adversity. What they're doing is they're just running from them. They're protecting them. They're jumping on their back. I got your back. That's great to have their back, but eventually you have to have his own back. My granddad always said, you don't have a back, boy, you got a gristle. That means you got a weak backbone, and you have to make that weak gristle to a strong backbone. Anybody say, what's a gristle? Think about certain parts of the chicken bone you eat, and you knock off that marrow and the little edge of it. That's a gristle. Eats tastes good, yeah. But you get a doggone beef rib bone, I bet you eating that. No, right? That break your teeth. That's the difference. Kids are fragile. We have to build them up to be strong mentally and physically, not just mentally. Have to be both. And we have to let them understand what hard work is. Because we know hard work equals fun, but there's definitely no fun in losing. Oh, that's a quote right there. You need to run with that one. Hard work equals fun, but ain't no fun in losing. So put your kid in a place where he's having fun, doing what he do best. Somebody asked me, Lo, why you always say have fun? And a lot of people don't understand the difference from having fun. There's two types of having fun. One having fun is when you bust your butt working hard in the off season. You get the practice first and you do it and you dominate. You beat everybody in the wind sprints. You beat everybody in the conditioning test. You beat them in the weight room. You beat them on the court. You outplay them in practice. Now you get to go in the game and what? Have fun. Well, the other have fun is that you're playing around, you're laughing, you're cheering, you're jumping around like a cheerleader. That's two different things. That's not the fun I'm talking about. The fun I'm talking about is have fun being the best. Have fun whooping that other person. Have fun dominating the other team. Have fun, because it ain't no fun in losing. You ain't having fun doing it, and you ain't prepare, guess what happened? You lose. When you lose, the game changes. Losers have mental issues. Mental issues. If I'm on a team that lose all the time, it's tough to stay positive. But if I'm having fun, dominate when I'm in there, get an opportunity, it's all good. Because I did my part. But you're not doing your part and they're not doing their part. We're losing, everybody will be unhappy. But you should be able to walk out there and say, I did my part. I left it all on the court. I left all on the field. I left it all. I did everything I can to help this team win. I go to my stat sheet, because stats don't lie, and that's 3-4 categories. Am I in couple of them categories? Yes. No, I did my job. But if I'm never in the category, I didn't do my job. I just didn't do my job. I was just talking to another parent. She, on another note, they don't want to go to certain program because certain people. And I explained to them, now you're runners, you're a track star now you're running. because things not well over here or your past experience, you don't run and run and run. You keep running. Eventually, you don't have nowhere to run. We have to stop running. Every year, kids are going to different team, different organization. Every year. 5 school, 4 school, 3 team, 2 team. Kids leaving school, high school's in the middle of the season. What are we doing? And their parents allow it? They don't want the kid to struggle. America is getting weak. Our boys are getting weak. Girls are girls. I'm sorry. I want someone to treat my daughter the way I treat her. So that they ain't going right. I have no problem with that. But when it comes to boys, I want them to stand up tall, put their chest up, drop them shoulders up, and be a man. Be a man. Dress like a man. Look like a man. Shake your hand like a man. Look him in the eye like a man. That's the difference. I'm not talking about tight short, tight pants, pink clothes. That's not dressing like a man. You look him in the eye strong and solid so you can see your heart, not see your eye bashing, flashing. Shake their hand with a strong handshake, not a dead fish. See the eye-to-eye contact. Make sure that they know that you're a man. And that's what we're building, young men. We're looking for the great husband, the great fathers, the great men, and the great athletes. That's what's going to control, that's run the world. If the car breaks down, who's going to pick it up to get that block up under it? The mother? The woman? Who going to go in there and take that big old tire out of that back of that truck? You walking down the street, you and your wife, you and your girlfriend, whatever. Big game jump out. Who go in front? The man or the woman? The man. There's a difference. We have to continue building and bring our youth back together. Save our youth. Make our youth great again by building them up the right way. Train them as they old and they will not steer too far from home. That's different. That's the plan. That's the plan. Allow them to go through. Allow them. If you don't allow them to go through the process, they're going to struggle. They have to be able to go through the process. If they don't, they're going to struggle. So that is one of the biggest key. And that's what I'm saying. You come here on Listen to Low Show, you get it straight, you get it raw. No if and buts about it. Preparation equal perfection. Preparation equal perfection. You prepare for it, you can try to perfect it. I ain't saying nobody's gonna be perfect, but you prepare, you can prepare for it, you can be perfected at the same time. No preparation, no perfection. It's that easy. Let's continue moving. Let's keep on pushing our young men. Let's continue to push our athletes. Let's make sure that we let them go through adversity. We let them fall and see can they get themselves up. Because in the youth football world, they're falling and we're helping them up. Let them get themselves up. Let them move forward and don't be falling on the ground. All right? If they can fall and they on their back, if they can look up, they can get up. That's simple. If they can look up in the air, they can get up. But if they face down, then we might have another problem. We might have another problem if they face down. It's that simple and that easy. The game is changing. The process is changing. I remember when I can call 30, 40, 50 college coaches in one day. I can text them in one day. Times are changing. Now, they calling them now, I better have a transfer, a portal kid in my conversation. I better have a transfer or portal kid in my conversation. So I have to find a different angle, different way to promote and market your kid. And the next way, what I can have control of, the power I have. And that control and that power is this. Camps, All-American game, All-Star game, bowl games. That's my only way through. And now if you're in that game, you put on your Twitter, you put on your profile, it's like your resume. These camps is a resume now. I'm advising everybody, all the parents that listen to Low right now, put a resume together. Put his name, put his information, put all his bio, and then put down, and this year he did this, and this year he did that. This year he was an FBU All-American. This year he was this All-American. This year he played in this game. This year he was National Combine. This year he was Navy All-American. This year he got 2 offers. This year he was on a roll. Put a resume together. Start putting that resume together. You put that resume together, that'll be the best thing for you, putting a resume together. Because that resume going to help you get recruited, get more exposure, and get to the end of the journey. That simple. And you're listening Low on the Listen Low Show, brought to you by Sweet Fry Production. And like us, share it, subscribe. Camp King with a KAMPKING 1-2. And we'll see you next week. Take your game to another level today.